momentarily we'll be introducing the technical officials. Make sure you give them a good round of applause when they do come on. Just bear with us momentarily.
We are ready to go, so please welcome on poolside our wonderful technical officials. Give them a round of applause as they make their way to their positions. Okay, let's welcome this afternoon our referees, who are Dave Broomhall, Caroline Horton, and your starter for this afternoon is Jeff Pratt. Officials, please be seated, and we're just about ready to get underway with the first event this afternoon. It's event 551, that's the open male 14 to 16 years 4x100 medley relay. So we're excited about this. Bear with us. Can be a bit chaotic, these relays, but we'll try our best to keep up and give you the information. But let's hear plenty of atmosphere as these relays get underway, please. Again, just sorting out some technical issues for the live stream. Camera has been adjusted. I think we're good to go with the first heat of this 4x100 medley relay. So we're off in session 10 of this summer's Swim England North West Regional Champs. In this heat we have in lane 1 Stretford, lane 2 is Trafford Metro, lane 3 Altrincham, lane 4 Carnforth, lane 5 is Clitheroe, lane 6 is Wigan Best, and in lane 7 it's Bebington.
And looks like the early leaders are lane 6 from Wigan Best. That's Joshua Hayes. He's having an early lead there. He's kicking hard into the flags. Not much else between the rest of the swimmers, but looks like Wigan Best with Joshua giving a nice early lead.
Really tight between lanes 2, 3, 4, maybe.
Samuel Lee, James Forsyth and Harvey Burns. It does look like lane 4 from my angle is starting to make a position there for second place. But Wigan Best streaking away, coming into the takeover. That's Nathan Healy from Wigan Best into the breaststroke leg.
As in the individual events, we could see some changes here. All these guys should be strong breaststrokers though, having been selected for these relay teams. And we're seeing that from all our swimmers here as they go down the first 50 of this leg. Still Wigan Best with a good strong lead at the moment, and that's Nathan Healy swimming for them there.
I'm keeping an eye on Ethan Nicholson's from Trafford, not Trafford Metro, I'm looking around, Mustafa Mohammed from Altrincham. He's pulled Altrincham up into second place by the look of it. It's a really strong first 50 metre leg from Altrincham. Still Wigan Best out in the lead, but Altrincham are making a bit of a play here. big advantage Wigan have got. They're going into the fly leg. Now, obviously, butterfly is a faster stroke than breaststroke. So theoretically, they should be able to extend the lead on this leg.
Just apologies if you're watching at home. Still a few issues with the live stream. Just trying to rectify that as we come in to the end of this breaststroke leg. We've got our first fly swimmer from Wigan Best, and that's Alfie Owen on his way. Looks like we've got Altrincham. We're going to touch second here, closely followed by Trafford Metro in lanes 2 and 3 and 4, sorry.
Yep, that's Oscar LaRue and Ocean Spence. That's a good fly leg there from Carnforth. That's Ocean Spence over there in lane 4. He's slightly cut ahead of Altrincham now. But Wigan Best, 20-metre lead.
Coming up towards the business end of this first relay. But as we said, a clear lead for Wigan Best as they're going to hand over to Ethan Mailer for the freestyle leg.
Wigan Best had an entry time of 4:35. That means he's got to do 103 in 1 minute and 15 seconds. So I think Wigan Best are going to absolutely destroy their entry time.
Looking like Carnforth going to turn second, and it is them in lane 4 that touch second. Altrincham turning third, closely followed by in lane 5 Clitheroe. Quite close between those places now.
Yeah, it's a scrap there between Ben Bedford from Clitheroe and Simon Harrison from Altrincham for that third place spot.
Remember that Wigan entry time 4:35 on paper, so looking really strong to smash that one.
By at least 20 seconds, I'd say. Well, 15 metres to go for Wigan. Looks like lane 4th Carnforth, that's Archie Spicer. He's got Simon Harrison from Altrincham trying to chase him down, but Wigan Best, 4:17.85. Over 12 seconds fast on their entry time. And next looks like lane 4. Carnforth. 3. And 5 is Clitheroe. Oh, some great racing there. Just wait for the results just to get confirmed and finalised. Results are up there on the screen, as you can see.
Just getting those backstroke ledges back in for the next heat. So just one more heat of this event.
In lane 1, we have City Liverpool B team. In lane 2, Ramsbottom. Lane 3, Preston. Lane 4, City Liverpool A team. Lane 5, Stockport Metro. Lane 6, City of Manchester Aquatics. Lane 7, Stockport Metro B team. And in lane 8, City of Liverpool C team.
So it looks like a fast start from lane 2. That's Ramsbottom and Sammy Sutcliffe who's turning first there. Closely followed by Henry Taylor of Stockport Metro. Some real good backstroke swimmers in this heat here. And we're seeing Sammy leading the way, but perhaps Henry from Stockport closing the gap. Also from Liverpool there, Finn Arnold looking strong as they come towards 15 metres to go, but perhaps just Sammy Sutcliffe holding on. Henry Taylor coming through as we go now towards the second leg into our breaststroke leg.
Certainly looks like lanes 2, 4 and 5. And first since the water was lane 5, which is Stockport Metro. Thomas O'Brien. He's going to be chased down by Joseph Ashley from City Liverpool. And Cormac Whiteley from Ramsbottom.
Going to expect some fast swims in each of the legs here. Already see some strong looking fly swimmers getting ready to go in the next leg as we turn, and it is just Cormac Whiteley, lane 2, Ramsbottom.
Wow.
But close as Joseph Ashley of Liverpool and Tom O'Brien right behind them as well.
Yeah, really good turn now from the City Liverpool swimmer. And he's now extending his lead. He was only 0.2 behind, and now he looks like he's about a body length ahead.
Tom O'Brien come with a strong finish there as he chases him down. Still Cormac Whiteley of Ramsbottom in lane 2 in third place. We're just about to hand over to our fly leg, and it is Joseph Ashley with Liverpool who touches first.
It's Burden Ordak gone in for City Liverpool, and we've got Daniel there from Stockport Metro. So it looks like Daniel Codaverde and Burden Ordak are starting to make a bit of a streaking ahead of the other teams there. With 150 metres to go, we've got about 2 body length lead there from City Liverpool A team with Burden Ordak. He's getting chased down by Daniel Codaverde from Stockport Metro.
Strong back end of this leg here from Daniel Codaverde as he chases Burden Ordak down. Still looks like Ramsbottom over in lane 2 who are going to touch third as we go into this all important freestyle leg. Our freestylers getting ready to go. Liverpool are going to touch first with 100 to go, closely followed by Stockport Metro. Looks like it will be in third place Ramsbottom, but City of Manchester a good leg there. Ethan Kelly in lane 4 for Liverpool and Ismail Aldabak in lane 5. These lads are going for it down this last leg.
I think the slowest entry time last year was a 4:14. Gives you an idea what kind of times they might be getting into qualification window. This is going to be a tight finish between Stockport Metro and City and Liverpool.
Mir Aldabak is fighting back.
25 metres to go. Can the City and Liverpool swimmer hold on? Or is it going to be Stockport Metro?
Great race here as they come towards the finish. Let's look at that time. We're just going past the 4-minute mark. Looks like it's just going to be Liverpool who are going to touch first. And the time of 4:04.23.
4:04.23 from City Liverpool and 4:06.16. That's 10 seconds faster than last year's entry time, so should imagine there'll be a safe qualification window for City Liverpool. Wow, some really good strong swimming there by all the teams. Just wait for those results just to get confirmed. Looks like they have. And the officials just putting the starting ledges back in, and we're getting ready for our young ladies. Just a quick reminder, coaches, team managers, can you make sure you've got your swimmers for the next event up to marching, please. That's event 553, the open male 14 years and under 200 metres individual medley.
Just about getting ready to go. The ledges look like they're in. So it looks like we're ready to move on to event 552. It's a female 14 to 16 years, 4x100 individual medley. In lane 1 in this heat is Bebbington, lane 2 is Carnforth, lane 3 is the City of Liverpool C, lane 4 is Wigan Best, lane 5 Leyland Barracudas, lane 6 is City of Liverpool D, and in lane 7 it's Ramsbottom.
All the swimmers are pretty much away. Certainly looks like lane 2. That's Carnforth are taking the early lead. Possibly City of Liverpool C. That's Clara Spence and Elizabeth Lyons. They look like the first 1-2 to me from my angle. Yeah, Clara Spence and Georgia Howard from Wigan Best. And this early stage here looks like Carnforth from Wigan and City of Liverpool. And then 5, 6 and 7. There's not much between those teams. That's Leyland, City of Liverpool D and Ramsbottom. That's a very strong leg there from Clara over there in lane 2. Jasmine Cadman. And we've got Marley Rose there for City of Liverpool and Alice Holt from Wigan Best. They're your top 3 teams as it stands.
Bit of a charge in lane 4 maybe here, that's Wigan Best. It's Alice Holt looking strong on this leg, but over in lane 2 still Carnforth leading the way. Lane 7 also come with a bit of a run, that's Ramsbottom, that's Bonnie Carruthers.
Now Charlotte Elizabeth Adam there from Leyland Barracudas is starting to catch City of Liverpool up. And really strong leg there from Ramsbottom, from Bonnie Carruthers. Start to bring them into contention. Looks like there's a 3-horse race now between lanes 3, 5 and 7.
Wigan Best leading the way as they come towards the halfway point, ready for the fly leg. It is Alice Holt of Wigan Best touching first, followed by Jasmine Cadman. And they're off on the fly leg.
Libby Woods there from Wigan Best. Okay, chased down by a few swimmers there. Got Charlotte Middleton from Leyland Barracudas. Erin Meath from City of Liverpool. And Robin Salis there from Carnforth. Strong leg there from the City of Liverpool swimmer, just catching up ever so slightly to... But as it stands, it's Wigan Best. That's Libby Woods. She's pulling out a 5-metre lead from the other chasing down swimmers.
Pretty tight in lanes 2, 3 and 5 behind Wigan Best here. Coming up to that all-important freestyle leg. Wigan Best with a strong lead, maybe around 5 metres or so. Could be some loud cheering from the commentary box here for some of the swimmers going on this last leg, and it is Wigan Best with Evie Cutter on the last leg who's underway, followed by the City of Liverpool with Amelia Gerard underway. So I might need to concentrate a bit than some others on this race as we finish it off.
Yeah, we've two of the commentators got our daughters swimming in this leg, so we'll try our best to be impartial. For Wigan Best, that's Evie Cutter streaking ahead there in lane 4. As it stands, it looks like Amelia Gerard in lane 3 from City Liverpool.
Big lead for Wigan Best as Evie Cutter comes down the last bit of this race. Can just about hear the Liverpool team over there cheering them on. Evie Cutter leading the way with around 15 metres to go now. Still Amelia Gerard of Liverpool in second place. In third, it looks like Leyland Barracudas in lane 5 coming through. That's Emily Wade with a strong freestyle leg, but it is Wigan Best who finished first there at a time of 4:37.03. Looking like it's going to be second place, City of Liverpool C. And finishing third in a time of 4:48.12 is Leyland Barracudas.
Some Still got Bebington over there in lane 1. Got about 30 metres to go. That's May Leeson. She's kicking hard for the finish.
Let's give Bebington a cheer as they come towards the finish of this relay.
That's May Leeson there from Bebington, just coming onto the flags. 5 metres to go.
Okay, we'll just await, as always, for those results to be confirmed as the swimmers clear the pool and the backstroke ledges get dropped back in.
Urgent announcement. Can we have a coach or team manager from City Liverpool? Please report to the referee, please. One of the coaches, team managers, please report to the referee from City of Liverpool.
We'll shortly be moving on to heat number 2 in this event.
I suspect I know what this is about, as does the coach.
It looks like in the last heat we've had a disqualification. And that was lane 2.
In lane 1, we have Preston. Lane 2, City Liverpool B. Lane 3, Stockport Metro. Lane 4, City of Salford. Lane 5, City of Liverpool. Lane 6, Stockport Metro B. Lane 7, City of Salford B. And in lane 8, Trafford Metro.
So they're heading down. It's a pretty tight heat, this one. Looks like possibly Stockport Metro with Lily O'Neill in lane 3 there leading the way. But maybe lanes 4 and 5 just taking over to go through. So as they turn first, it is Liverpool turning first. Isabel Liptrop, Katie Lee, and then Lily O'Neill in 3rd place as they come back on the second 50 of this backstroke leg.
25 metres to go. It looks like lane 5 just nosing into the lead. That's Isabel Liptrop from City of Liverpool. Do you know what? That's going to be a very, very tight race between City of Liverpool and City of Salford. That's now Joni Liverpool, Joni Dunn. She's going to be swimming against Anastasia Mussat from City of Salford.
Looking like our City of Salford swimmer there, coming back a bit on this breaststroke leg. Joni Dunn, though, working hard to hold her off, and it still is Liverpool that are going well. In lane 2, we've got City of Liverpool B with Gabriella Hunt also going well as we come to the turn in this leg of this relay. Still City of Liverpool turning first, closely followed by the City of Salford, and then City of Liverpool B team as they come back down towards the start end of the pool.
.25 metres to go. Looks like City of Liverpool B are starting to close up on the leaders there. It's a really strong swim from Gabriella Hunt. But as it stands, it's still City of Liverpool. Slightly ahead of City of Salford with Anastasia, but that's a really strong leg there from Anastasia. Moving on to the fly leg, which is Martha Sumnall and Lucia Lesty. Neck and neck.
Still a close race between those middle 2 lanes, City of Salford and the City of Liverpool. Salford just edging away. And that's Lucia Lester, close followed by Martha Sumnall there as they're going to turn with 50 to go. Peyton Chester's over in lane 2 from City of Liverpool B, also doing a strong fly leg.
That's been a really strong lead there from City of Salford. Lucia Lesty 25 metres to go. She's got a couple of body lengths on the City of Liverpool swimmer there. It's all coming down to the freestyle. Well, that's going to be Emily Bloxage and Kerry Henney.
So we're underway in the freestyle leg in this 4x100 metre medley relay. Emily Bloxage looking strong as you would expect down the first 50 of this leg. She's closely followed in lane 5 by Kerry Henney. And still Liverpool's B team over there with Amy Coy in third place. All swimmers now underway. It's going to be a good race between lane 6, 7 and 8 as well as we come down this.
Look at lane 6, 7, 8. That's Amelia, Jessica and Dominica from Trafford, City of Salford B and Stockport B. Having their own little private scrap. But as it sounds, 25 metres to go. Kerry Henney's trying to catch her. But it's Emily Bloxage from City of Salford. 12 metres. Finishing time there, 4:20.91 for City of Salford. 4:25.62 for City of Liverpool. And City of Liverpool B, 4:31.31. Let's wait for these provisional results just to come in.
So that's the end of our relays for this afternoon. Some great racing there. Results look like they're coming in. So we'll be moving on shortly to our next event. That's event 553, the Open Male 14 years and under 200 metres individual medley. In this event, there's going to be 10 heats. And once we've got ourselves organised, sorted, Heat 1 will be coming up shortly. Just for our people watching at home on the live stream, again, a couple of little technical issues that we think we're rectifying, so you can see splits and times coming up there. But we are just about ready now for heat number 1. So, as our first individual event of the afternoon gets underway, we have in lane 3, Oliver Williams of Bolton Metro. In lane 4, Michael Pagianto of Trafford Metro. In lane 5, it's Tristan Carrasco-Ruiz of Trafford Metro. And in lane 6, a much more easily named Jack Kennedy of Stretford. So they're off down this fly leg to start off, fairly even start. Looks like Jack Kennedy leading the way there in lane number 5. Just looking at my screen, see how things are working in our live stream, and it looks like, yes, Jack Kennedy touches first, 36.46, closely followed by lane 3 and then lane 4. Turn on to their backs for the backstroke leg. Swimmers on this may use this to get a little bit of a breather, but want to pick up that pace after a tough first fly leg. But looks like still Jack Kennedy, who's stretching his lead slightly with 25 to go in his backstroke leg. Fairly even between lane 3, that's Oliver Williams, and lane 4, Michael Pagianto. And in lane 5, Tristan's not far behind either. As always, we'll look out for the next leg of this race as they go from their backs onto their breast for the breaststroke leg. Have a look for some different styles of turns throughout these heats as well. They're into the breaststroke leg, and this is where things can tend to change a little bit if we've got a strong breaststroker. Or a weak breaststroker, as some might be. But still, Jack Kennedy coming down, looking fairly strong on his breaststroke. In lane 3, Oliver Williams. Then lane 4, Michael Pagianto. Looking to make some inroads into that lead. Possibly Tristan in lane 5, making a bit of ground here as well with his breaststroke. All of these four are in the 12 years age category, and all came in with an entry time of 3 minutes or slightly over. So let's see if some of them can go under 3 minutes. Look like they might well just do that as well as they turn to go with 50 left. And it's Jack Kennedy still leading. Turning in second now is Michael Pajanto of Trafford Metro, closely followed by Oliver Williams. And Jack Kennedy still leading away. He's led throughout. His entry time was 3:01.60. And with 25 metres to go, he's looking really strong to beat that fairly comfortably. Strong finish there in lane 4. That's Michael Pajanto. So let's see if these guys can get under that 3-minute mark. It looks like Jack will certainly do so. And he does finish in a time of 2:53.15. In second place is going to be Michael Pajanto, 2:57.38. Also under 3 minutes, Oliver Williams in lane 3.
Just a quick reminder, team managers, make sure you're sending your swimmers up in good time to marshalling. These 200 races can go quite quickly.
In heat number 2 of this event, in lane 1, it's William Stamper from Liverpool. Lane 2, Oscar O'Connell of Blackpool. Lane 3, Alfie Butterworth from Winsford. And in lane 4 is Oscar Madrell of the Isle of Man. Lane 5, Leo Craven of Warrington. Lane 6, Ethan Lowe of Trafford Metro. Lane 7, William Thorley of Aquabears. And lane 8, Ben Ermston of Wigan Best. So as we go towards the end of this first leg, it looks like lane 4, Oscar might just touch first. And it is Oscar Madrell who touches first. Turning second was Alfie Butterworth, and in third was Oscar O'Connell. Onto the backs they go, and fairly even between lanes 2, 3, 4, with 1 and 6 not too far behind. Lane 8 coming back quite strong in the backstroke legs as well. That's Ben Ermston in lane 8. We're coming up to the halfway point. Coming towards the end of this backstroke leg under the flags, we've got in lane 2 Oscar O'Connell, and in lane 4 Oscar Madrell. The two Oscars turning pretty much at the same time. As they flip over onto the breaststroke leg, it was just Oscar Madrell from his similarly named Oscar O'Connell in second place. Ethan Lowe turned third there. Let's look for these breaststroke movers now. Just as we're going down the breaststroke leg here, some results from the last event. So the 14 to 16 years male medley team relay. In third place were Ramsbottom, second place Stockport Metro, and in first place the City of Liverpool. And for the same event, the 14 to 16 years 400 medley team relay for the females, in third place was City of Liverpool B, second place was City of Liverpool, and in first place was the City of Salford. Eyes back on the race now, but it still looks like it's lane 2, Oscar O'Connell from Oscar Madrell, and then Alfie Butterworth in third place. Let's look at some of those entry times again. Again, all of these in the 12 years age category. Oscar O'Connell with an entry time of 2:59.09. Again, looking pretty strong to beat that one. So it is the first of our Oscars. Oscar O'Connell, who touches first in a time of 2:50.26. Second place is Oscar Madrell, 2:54.27. And touching third in lane 1 was William Stamper, 2:56.59. We'll just wait for those results to be confirmed. Looks like they are, so shortly we'll be moving on to heat number 3.
In lane 1, we have Daniel Rakowski from Leyland Barracudas. Lane 2, Samuel Higginbottom, Lancaster. Lane 3, Ethan Craven, Warriors of Warrington. Lane 4, Harrison Burgess, Ramsbottom. Lane 5, Eric Bow from City Liverpool. Lane 6, Sergio Morganella, Carlisle Aquatics. Lane 7, Thomas Ball from City Liverpool. And in lane 8, Alex Murray, Warriors of Warrington. The 50-metre mark, there's not much there. Not quite close. Looks like lanes 4 and 5, that's Harrison and Eric. Usually finds on the individual medley, backstroke's the most telling stroke. And straight away, lane 4, that's Harrison Burgess is stamping a little bit of a lead there. He's managed to pull ahead of Eric Bow. And Sergio Morganella from Carlisle, he's had a good backstroke leg. As is lane 2. That's Samuel Higginbottom from Lancaster. So it looks like lane 4, Harrison Burgess, is going to turn at the halfway mark. Lane 2 and 6, that's Samuel and Sergio. And breaststrokes, again, one of the tougher strokes to do. So it looks like lane 2, Samuel Higginbottom, might be timing this race to perfection. He's had a good strong backstroke and breaststroke leg so far. And if he can get off into the freestyle leg in the lead, it makes it very, very difficult to catch him. Uh, 30 metres to go. It certainly looks like lane 2. Samuel Higginbottom from Lancaster. Harrison Burgess there from Ramsbottom in lane 4. Possibly lane 3, that's Ethan Craven from Warriors of Warrington. He's going to touch in 3rd place. 6 and then 5. That's Sergio, then Eric. Just wait for those results just to get confirmed. And then we're moving on to heat 4. In lane 1, we have Albion DeBrushy from City Liverpool. Lane 2, William Birchall, Satellite. Lane 3, Ethan Williams, Great Harwood. Lane 4, Gabriel Holt, Winsford. Lane 5, Bogdan Tonu from Bolton Metro. Lane 6, Leo Ashcroft, Wigan Best. Lane 7, Jacob Kozinski from Isle of Man. And lane 8, Andrew Wu from Trafford Metro. From my vantage point here, looks like lane 5. Possibly, or 3. Yep, Bogdan from Ethan Williams. After the first 50 metres. That's Bogdan Tonu from Bolton Metro is having a strong backstroke leg there. As I said, it's always one of the telling strokes, this one. Going to make a big difference on the rest of the field and is turning into breaststroke. But as for 3rd place, it could be a straight-up fight there. Possibly the Wigan Best from there in lane 6. That's Leo Ashcroft. Really tough on the top of the legs, breaststroke. I've already done butterfly and backstroke. That's a strong leg there, looking back on lane 3. That's Ethan Williams from Great Harwood. Looks like he wants to take the lead now. As I said, if you can touch in the lead, it's going to be very, very difficult to catch them on the freestyle. But looking at lanes 5, 6 and 7, there's really not much there between those 3. Let's have a look what the timing screen says at the far side. In fact, lane 7 might even be touching first, and he does. Jacob Kaczynski from the Isle of Man. So those of you watching on YouTube, back over there on the aisle, so Jacob Kaczynski from the Isle of Man. He's had a really strong breaststroke leg, but he's now been challenged in lane 6. Leo Ashcroft from Wigan Best. 15 metres to go. And he's got a body length ahead. Okay, quick announcements. Coaches, team managers, swimmers to marshalling, please, for the girls' 50 metres freestyle. Can you send them up to marshalling, please? And a little bit shorter work down there. So just touching first, Leo Ashcroft. Then Jacob Kaczynski. Ethan Williams from Great Harwood in 3rd. And provisional 4th is Gabriel Holt from Winsford. Just wait for them results to get confirmed. And then we're moving on to heat number 5.
Heat number 5 is underway. In lane 1, it's Jacob Baker of Aquabears. Lane 2, Jacob Irving of Liverpool. In lane 3, Jake Thistlewood of Stockport Metro. Lane 4 is Logan Byrne, and lane 5, Finley Byrne, both of Southport. In lane 6 is Thomas Ross from Carlisle. Lane 7, Benji Sutcliffe of Ramsbottom. And in lane 8, my favourite name of the championships is Farron Bigrig of Cockermouth. And they come down on this fly leg. We've got one swimmer in this heat who's in the 12-year age group. But don't be surprised if it's him that touches first. But it's just Benji Sutcliffe, followed by Jake Thistlewood as they go onto their backs. As I said, 7 swimmers here in the 13 years age group, and Jake over in lane 3 there in the 12 years age group. Lane 5, Finley Byrne leading the way. Swimmers down in lane 7 and lane 8, that's Benji Sutcliffe and Farron Bigrig coming well on this backstroke leg. With over in lane 1, Jacob Baker, and lane 3, Jake Thistlewood also looking good. Come to the halfway point. Again, look out for some different turns as they come into the wall. The back to breast turn can make a big difference in this event as we see them turn and go on to their breaststroke. As always, we could see some changes here. Some strong breaststrokers and maybe some not so strong breaststrokers. So this can see big changes as we go through this leg. But it looks like in lane 5, Finley Byrne still leading the way, but perhaps in lane 7 and 8, Benji and Farron coming strong. Over in lane 1, we've also got Jacob Baker. So plenty of swimmers in this one as they come down towards the turn for the last time. Just for our viewers at home, there does seem to be a problem perhaps with the camera at that far end of the pool. But turning first there is Finley Byrne in lane 5, turning second Farron Bigrig, and turning third Benji Sutcliffe as they come back down on the final leg of this 200 IM, the freestyle leg. Still Finley Byrne leading the way. Farron Bigrig down in lane 8 below me here, going well though. All 8 swimmers fighting hard down the last leg of this, but Farron Bigrig come with a big finish here. Has been Finley Byrne leading most of the way. Will he hold on, or will it be Farron Bigrig who'll come and finish in first place? Looks like Finley might just touch first, and he does touch first in a time of 2:38.19. Second, Farron Bigrig, 2:39.17. And over in lane 1, Jacob Baker, 2:43.05. We'll wait for those results to become official. And once they have, We'll move on to heat number 6. Heat 6, lane 1 is Ed Pearson from the Isle of Man. Lane 2, Luke Goddard of Copeland. Lane 3, Archie McLaren of Aquabears. Lane 4, Gus Fraser of Winsford. Lane 5 is Carter Neal from the Isle of Man. Lane 6, Jasper de Glopper of Warrington. Lane 7, James Dixon of Liverpool. And in lane 8, it's Georgie Timoshin of Manchester. Just a reminder for coaches, team managers, swimmers for the next event. That's the female 14 years and under 50 metre freestyle. Should now be round at marshalling, please. So we come into the touch there. Looks like just Gus Fraser turning first. Again, lost a bit of image on my screen here, so we'll just bear with us. Looks like 3, 4 and 5 going well, and also lane 8 doing fairly well. So in lane 5, it's Carter Neal leading the way, followed by in lane 3, Archie McLaren, then Gus Fraser in lane 4, also going nicely. And we come into the turn here. It is going to be in lane 5, Carter Neal turning first, closely followed by Archie McLaren. Then Georgie Timoshin moved into 3rd place there after a good backstroke leg. Let's see what this breaststroke brings. Again, unsure whether that YouTube stream is still running at home. We're having some issues with our screens here, but looks like perhaps coming back in there. Carter Neal still leading the way. We're going old-fashioned here, using our eyes, which isn't as easy as it used to be for me.
Or me.
But it does look like, if I squint down there, Carter Neal, who's going to touch first in lane 5. And he does as he comes into his freestyle leg, turning second as they go into freestyle. Is James Dixon, and 3rd, Georgie Timoshin. Still Carter Neal leading the way. Swimmers in this seat, all in the 13 years age group. Carter's entry time of 2:41.48. He's got 22 seconds or so to finish and come under that, which you think he will do. Bit of a fight down in front of us here, lane 7 and 8. So let's have a look as we come down towards the finish. Remember, Carter's entry time, 2:41.48. And he does touch first in a time of 2:37.06, I think. Touching in second is Ed Pearson, 2:42.73. And in 3rd was James Dixon, 2:42.75. So let's wait for those results to be confirmed, and we shall then move on to heat number 7.
In lane 1, we have William Kershaw from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 2, Harrison Dale, Southport. Lane 3, Ben Stevenson, Garston. Lane 4, Samuel Lee, Trafford Metro. Lane 5, Aaron Nolte, Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 6, Harry Jones, Winsford. Lane 7, Dylan Gregory, City of Liverpool. And in lane 8, James Graham, also from City of Liverpool. And the 50 metre mark looks like lane 3, Ben Stevenson from Garston. Got the early touch on the fly leg, and he's certainly putting his leg kick in. He's trying hard on the backstroke. Well, from my angle there, looks like the City of Liverpool swimmer there in lane 7, Dylan Gregory. He's having a strong backstroke leg. He's starting to catch up a little bit. And lane 2 as well. That's Harrison Dale from Southport. The City of Liverpool swimmer in lane 7 has Dylan Gregory. He might just, no, it's still 1:12.35. That's still Ben Stevenson. And 0.6 of a second behind was Dylan Gregory from City of Liverpool. Into the breaststroke leg. And lane 2. Wow, that looks like a strong breaststroke. Looks like Harrison Dale from Southport wants to take the challenge to Ben from Garston. We've got about 60 metres to go. And it certainly looks like lane 3. That's Ben Stevenson from Garston. Just ahead there. There's a really strong breaststroke leg there from lane 8. That's James Graham from City Liverpool. He's caught his teammate up. I think it's going to be a straight up fight there for third place. Question is it going to be 2, 3 or 7? He's going to get the touch. Got about 12 metres to go. I think it's over there in lane 3. Which is Ben Stevenson. Which it was, followed by Harrison Dale. And Dylan Gregory. There, your top 3 provisional touches. Just wait for the results to be confirmed. And then we're moving on to heat number 8. In lane 1, we have Gabriel Barnett from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 2, Thomas Rickles, Altrincham. Lane 3, Freddie Sutton, Copeland. Lane 4, Kane Ashton, City of Manchester. Lane 5, Rocco Wilson, Cockermouth. Lane 6, George Pearce, Winsford. Lane 7, Corey Owens, Stockport Metro. And in lane 8, Zachary Flitton from Workington. That looks like a strong lead there in lane 8. That's Zachary, yeah, he's touched first, 31.23. We've got 3 swimmers there in the 31s. PB?
No, but it's under a minute. So
anything under a minute's good. Yeah, a bit longer to be able to catch your little sister up. Coming up to the halfway mark, and looks like over there in lane 2, that's Thomas Rickles from Altrincham, from Zachary Flitton and Rocco Wilson. There, your top 1, 2, 3. Again, breaststrokes, one of the real telling strokes on an IM. Really make a difference if you have a powerful breaststroke. Looking at Gabriel Barnett from Blackpool Aquatics, he's putting a strong leg there in on the breaststroke. A bit deceiving sometimes when we're looking at this oblique angle from my commentary position. My colleague next to me has just got his hands in the air looking at a blank screen, so we're having to use our old eyeballs. And yeah, it looks like lane 5, Rocco Wilson. From lane 2, Gabriel Barnett. .25 metres to go, and it's certainly going to be lane 5. He's got his nose in the lead. That's Rocco Wilson from Cockermouth. Again, possibly over there in lane 1. Gabriel Barnett from Blackpool Aquatics. Yeah, lane 1, lane... Who got third there? Thomas Rickles from Altrincham in lane 2. Looks like those results have been confirmed, and then we're moving on to heat number 9.
In Heat 9, in Lane 1 is Daniel French of Wirral Metro. Lane 2, Mason Grady of Stockport Metro. Lane 3, Cole Hood of Wigan Best. Also from Wigan Best in Lane 4 is James Vaughan. Lane 5, Jan Nazarai of Warrington. Lane 6, Bailey Nixon of Liverpool. And in Lane 8 is Ben Saxby of Ramsbottom. Again, for our live stream viewers, we're aware there's a bit of a problem with the camera at the far end of the pool, so we're trying our best to pick that up as we go through the races. And still relying on my good old eyesight here as these lads come back down the pool on the backstroke leg of this IM. We've got one swimmer in the 13 years age group, that's Daniel French over in Lane 1. The rest of the swimmers in this heat are all in the 14-year age category. And I think coming down towards the halfway point, it looks like James Vaughan of Wigan in Lane 4 is going to touch first, perhaps just from Lane 8, Ben Saxby. But we've got in Lane 3, Cole Hood, and Lane 2, Mason Grady quite close behind. As usual, looking out for these breaststrokers on this leg. Heard a couple of excuses from some swimmers saying the legs might hurt going down this breaststroke leg this afternoon. Not mention any names. So in Lane 4, James Vaughan of Wigan Best with quite a strong lead now as he touches and turns into his freestyle leg, turns in 1:51.07, a few seconds ahead of, in Lane 5, Jan Nazarai, and then Cole Hood in Lane 3. Mason Grady held on despite his sore legs there in his breaststroke leg. And as they come down this final leg with their freestyle, looking like James Vaughan reaching out towards the finish with around 15 metres or so to go. We look at those entry times. James Vaughan, entry time of 2:27.20. It's going to be close to that, I think. And touching first from Wigan Best is James Vaughan in a time of 2:26.25. Touching second in Lane 5, Jan Nazarai at a time of 2:30.57. And finishing third, Mason Grady, 2:31.84. Some good swims from those lads there. Swimmers are in. We're looking to see if those results are confirmed. Looks like they are. So we are now moving on to the final heat, Heat 10. In this final heat then, in Lane 1, it's Callum Byrne of Southport. Lane 2, Ethan Blythe of Bolton Metro. From the Isle of Man in Lane 3, it's James Farnan. Elliot Hughes of Trafford Metro's in Lane 4. In Lane 5, it's Cormac Whiteley of Ramsbottom. In Lane 6 and 7, two Stockport Metro swimmers. Joey Standard in 6 and Jacob Standing in Lane 7. And in Lane 8 is Hayden Battle of St Helens. Touching first in Lane 4, Elliot Hughes, who went well in a fly final this morning. So no surprise to see him leading the way there as they go on to their backs. Still Elliot Hughes leading the way in Lane 4. Elliot with the fastest entry time of 2:27. The next fastest, 2:31, Cormac Whiteley. The rest sort of in the mid-2:30s, but we'll probably see some faster times than this. Certainly got a couple of breaststrokers in Lane 6 and first, followed by Cormac Whiteley, and then so the breaststrokers are moving a little bit here. Look out for Joey Standard in Lane 6. A couple of medals in the breaststroke events last weekend. Expect him to close the gap a little bit here, and it looks like he is doing. But we've still got Ellie. Let's see who touches first. Maybe even Lane 3 now, James Farnan. You can probably see